There's there's quite nothing like some summer softball, especially on America's birthday on the 4th of July, especially if it's the 14U Power Pool Championship game between Epic National Smith up against the Hot Shots National. Gordon Bartalik here with you folks. Thank you for tuning in. Once again for the 14U Power Pool Championship game here in Aurora Sports Park. Once again, happy 4th of July to everyone tuning in. Getting set for the first pitch. That one blown away for ball one. Up against the first batter for Epic, Kira Scott. That one called strike over the plate. In the circle for the Hotshot Nationals is Andy Shelton. We'll give you the defensive lineup here momentarily. That one delivered just a bit inside low for ball two. 2-1 the count. Two-one pitch delivered outside to make it a 3-1 count for Scott at the plate. Pitch on its way. That one fouled behind the dugout. So now a full count. Shelton with the delivery. That one's low for ball four. And Epic gets started with the walk on 4 balls there.
Now batting number 2, Tiff Taylor.
I'll bring up Tiff Taylor up to the plate now. Catching for the Hot Shots is Brooke Howard. Called strike against Taylor. Over at first base is Danny Ferriel. For Hot Shots over at second base, Peanut Schmitz. Shortstop is Jade Palmer. And third base is Mia Harrison. Another ball called. Out in the outfield, Vandriel at left field. Skylar Knight at center field. And Emma Barrett over at right field. Joey Palmer, the head coach for the Hotshot Nationals. And Taylor did swing on that pitch, so called strike. 2-2 count. The Tiff Taylor at the plate. Lucille Coots on deck. Gets contact on that one. That one's going to get underneath the glove of Vandriel at left field for the first out.
Now at the plate, 22, Lucille Cooks.
Called strike against Kutz. Another called strike. Kutz doesn't swing on it. 0-2 count now. Cuts out of Newcastle, Oklahoma. Goes down swinging on that one down low.
Now batting number 1, Aaliyah Mitchell.
Contact underneath. That one popped out once again out to Vandriel at left field, and that'll end the inning. One runner left on base for Epic, and that'll take us to the bottom of the first inning for the Hot Shot National. Up to the plate after a quick short break here on YouTube.
The bottom of the first inning, number 2.
Welcome you back, folks, to the 14U Power Pool Championship game between the Epic National Smith against Hot Shots National. Called strike up against Vandriel at the plate for Hot Shots. Tiff Taylor in the circle pitching for Epic. One's delivered upstairs. Evens the count at 1-1. Pitch outside. Make it a 2-1 count. We'll bring you the defensive lineup for Epic here in a moment. Two-one pitch. That one's delivered upstairs again to make it a 3-1 count for Vandriel. And she'll take that outside and she'll walk to first base. And they'll bring up Peanut Schmitz, playing second base today.
Now batting number 1, Peanut Schmitz.
Goes for the bunt and the throw over the first in time for the first out. So a sacrifice bunt, but a fielder's choice. And she'll advance Vandriel over to second base.
At the plate, number 22, Skylar Knight.
Skylar Knight at the plate now. That one delivered down low, and Vandriel elects to steal to third base. That one successfully. Skylar Knight did not swing at that one. It was low and away. It's the ball 1. That one's upstairs. 2-0 the count now. Another called ball there at the pitch. Pitch on its way, grounds that one to first base, throw over to home plate in time to get Vandriel out. Good force play there from Epic. And Ross making the tag at home plate to get the second out of the inning.
Now batting number 72, Morgan Maxwell.
I'll bring up Morgan Maxwell. Maxwell, the designated player for the Hot Shots. Called strike on the pitch. Pitch on its way. Can't frame it perfectly. Umpire calls a ball on the pitch. Tiff Taylor with the pitch. Another called ball against Morgan Maxwell. 3-1 count with a runner at first base, 2 outs on the board. Holds back on her swing, and she'll take ball 4 and head to first base. And Skylar Knight advances to second.
Now batting number 23, Jade Palmer.
Jade Palmer at playing shortstop will be the next batter. We'll have a quick mound visit with Epic. Tiff Taylor pitching for Epic. Kinsey Ross catching. Finley Lockwood at first base. Kira Scott at second base. Lucille Cutts at second base, and Anaya Mitchell at third base for Epic. That's a drop catch there from the catcher. Runners will advance. So Hot Shots now in scoring opportunity. Against Jade Palmer. Pitch outside. They get a 2-0 count. A drop ball there. Able to get into the strike zone for a called strike. That one's low, and Ross did a good job to keep it in front of her. Make it a 3-1 count now. Palmer to try and get Skylar Knight at third base across the home plate. Grounds that one to third, but it goes foul. Pitch on its way. That one's upstairs. That'll load the bases for a hot shot. To bring up Kira Bailey.
Kira Bailey.
Called strike for Bailey. Bailey out of Gahanna, Ohio. Chops that one to third base over there to make the play at first base to get the third and final out. Hot Shots with a few opportunities in this inning but couldn't concede. 4 runners left on base. That will take us to the top of the second inning in the 14U Power Pool Championship game here on YouTube.
With 4
Welcome you back, folks, to the Aurora Sports Park here in Aurora, Colorado. Called ball for the Epic National Smith team. Kenzie Ross up to the plate. And she'll foul that one behind. One count to Ross. She's playing catcher today. Brown pops that one up rather. No one's going to be able to make the play by the right fielder. Number 42, Emma Barrett. Great hustle from her to get in foul territory and make the catch.
Now on the play, number 25, Madden Lutz.
Madden Lutz now playing left field today. Takes that one low and away for ball 1. Called strike on the pitch. Make it a 1-1 count. Epic head coach by Gavin LaValle. That one's upstairs for a ball from Shelton. Annie Shelton pitching for Hot Shots. Great contact underneath. That one's going to drop right in front of Barrett for a base hit for Madden Lutz.
Batting number 21, Finley Lockwood.
Able to get a little contact underneath that one and just dropped it right in front of Barrett in shallow right field. Called strike for Finley Lockwood, playing first base today. Takes a big hack at that one, misses. Fouls that one behind. Pitch on its way from Shelton. That one's low on the ground. Pitch on its way. That one is dropped by Howard playing catcher, and Lockwood signaling to her teammate to steal the second base. So Lutz at second base now. And a full count for Lockwood at the plate. That one's low and away. Or excuse me, now it's a full count. It was a 2-2 count prior. That's my mistake, folks. Now a full count. And she goes down swinging at that one. She thought it was a dropped third strike. She'll hit the first, but it's still out regardless.
Now batting 11, Dusty Gregory.
Dusty Gregory now at the plate. Kenzie Ross still at second base after stealing. A dropped ball low and away for Gregory. Strike there. Pitch on its way. Called strike on the pitch. Brooke Howard doing a good job framing that one. A 1-2 count to Dusty Gregory at the plate. Runner at second, and she goes down swinging for the third and final out of the inning. Great pitching from Annie Shelton to take us into the bottom of the second inning. take a quick short break. Be back for the Hot Shots chance at the plate here on YouTube. Brooke Howard at the plate to start off the bottom of the second for Hot Shots. A called strike on the pitch. Howard takes it across for a ball against Tiff Taylor pitching for Epic. That one's inside. To 1 count, called strike. That one just inside. Make it a 2-2 count for Brooke Howard, catching for the Hot Shots national team. Grounds that one to second base for the first out. Play being made by Kira Scott.
Now batting number 99, Danny Villarreal.
Danny Villarreal at the plate. Called strike. Tiff Taylor with the pitch. That one grounded foul to the third baseline. That one's delivered way outside. Having to make Kenzie Ross get up and grab that one. 1-2 count on its way. Goes down swinging. Great pitch there from Tiff Taylor.
At the plate, 42, Emma Barrett.
Look at the replay. Delivered that one upstairs. Working hard to get out of the inning as that one's line drive straight to the first baseman, Finley Lockwood, able to make the play and the catch. That's 3 up, 3 down for the Hot Shots as we go into the top of the third now after a quick short break here on YouTube. Ayanna Mitchell to lead off the top of the third inning, still scoreless. As she takes the first pitch, swinging for strike one. Against Annie Shelton in the circle pitching. Brooke Howard can't frame that one. Takes it outside for a ball. Came off the end of the bat, it looks like, from Mitchell. Fouls behind her, so a 1-2 count. Two pitch on its way. Mitchell goes down swinging from Annie Shelton. That's her fourth strikeout pitched so far in this game today.
Now batting 26, Kira Scott.
Great pitch delivered outside of Mitchell, being a left-handed batter and swinging outside for that one. Back to the top of the order with Kira Scott for Epic. Scott grounds that one, just goes foul of the third baseline. One count to Scott. That one's in the dirt for another ball. Another called ball on the pitch. Three 3-1 count to Scott. Delivery on its way. Fouled behind. Full count coming to Scott from Annie Shelton. Full count pitch popped up towards center field, and that's going to be played by Skylar Knight, able to make the catch. Look at the replay from Scott. It looks like we might have a pitching change coming for Hot Shots.
Pitching change for Hot Shots. Now pitching number 27, KK Paten.
It'll be KK Paten now pitching for Hot Shots. KK Paten from Angleton, Texas. Interesting tactic to
Number 2,
change
Fitz
pitches
Taylor.
with Andy Shelton throwing out 4 strikeouts up against Epic National. And KK Potton's first pitch delivered for a ball. Up against Tiff Taylor. That one called strike. That one's upstairs. Look at a 2-1 count for Tiff Taylor. 2 outs on the board. Taylor trying to keep Epic going. She pops that one up shallow, and that one's going to be made by the left fielder, Vandriel, to the end of the 3rd inning. The top half of the inning will take us into break with Hot Shots up next here on YouTube. Welcome you back. Still scoreless between Epic and Hot Shots in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Number 13, Mia Harrison, steps up to the plate. Harrison takes a weird swing at that one. Comes off the bottom half of the bat. And she gets Harrison looking and going on that one. Get the first out of the bottom half of the inning. It's the left fielder, Vandriel, up to the plate. Called strike across the plate from Tiff Taylor, still pitching for Epic. That one's delivered outside. Kenzie Ross trying to frame it inside. The home plate umpire saying that it nicked Vandriel in the shoulder, the elbow rather, so she'll head to first base on a hit by pitch.
At the plate, number 1, Peanut Schmitz.
I'll bring up Peanut Schmitz. Schmitz takes the first pitch across for a strike. Pops that one up towards shallow center field, and the throw over to first in time. Great double play to end the inning for Epic. Shallow center field play made by the shortstop, Lucy Cutts, and she's able to make the throw over to first to get the double play for Epic. Take us to the top of the fourth inning after a quick short break here on YouTube.
Concourse to purchase your official 2024 gear. They have a great.
Still scoreless between Epic National and Hot Shots National in the 14U Power Pool Championship game here at the Aurora Sports Park on 4th of July. Once again, Gordon Bartalik here with you. And KK Patan in the circle now, pitching that one down low for a ball. Lucille Cutts now at the plate. 1-1 pitch on its way for Patan. Grounds that one to the shortstop, play over to first in time for the first out. That's Jade Palmer making the throw over. Nice little chop ground ball. The shortstop trying to beat out the throw, but can't. Almost did. I'll bring up Aaliyah Mitchell. And another throw out to first. Back-to-back ground outs.
Now batting number 22.
That time that was the third baseman, Ayana Mitchell, making the throw over. Or excuse me, wrong team rather. Kenzie Ross now at the plate. 0-1 pitch, or coming on its way. Count evens at 1-1 now. Mia Harrison over at third base making the play previously, but it's going to be Jade Palmer who makes two plays in the inning to end it 3 up, 3 down for Epic. Take us into the bottom of the fourth after a quick short break here on YouTube. Skylar Knight to lead off the bottom half of the fourth inning on a called strike. Tiff Taylor still in the circle for Epic going to the fourth inning. That one popped up bunt, but the home plate umpire does call the out.
Now batting number 70.
Umpire held his hands out like
Maxwell.
he was calling the batter back, but does eventually call her out. So they'll bring Morgan Maxwell to the plate. Maxwell walked on her last at bat, and she was left at second base. She faces a 1-1 count. Takes a big swing at that one down low. One-two pitch on its way. Maxwell grounds that one in between third and shortstop for a base hit. Vasily cuts. Not able to get to that one.
Now batting number 23, Jade Palmer.
I'll bring up Jade Palmer with a chance. She also walked at her last at-bat. That last hit from Morgan Maxwell, that was only the second hit of the game for Hot Shots. The rest have either been walks. Other than that, Tiff Taylor's had a very good performance in the circle. That one grounded foul. 1-2 count with a runner at first. That one's outside. Ross trying to frame it. And Palmer was asking for a time. First base coach had to step in. 2-2 count. I think Palmer was just asking what the count was. Pitch on its way from Tiff Taylor. Maxwell's going to steal for second base. The play not in time. Cuts trying to make a jumping tag play on her way to second base, but not able to make it. So a successful steal for Morgan Maxwell to second base. Now a full count to Palmer at home plate. Pops that one up, and it's going to be the second baseman, Kira Scott, to make the second out.
Now batting number 24, Kira Bailey.
Kira Bailey now. Left-handed batter up to get a chance to get Maxwell across. Grounds that one up the middle. Maxwell's going to get around third. Play at home. Drops the ball. And that's going to be an RBI single turned into double for Kira Bailey. And that's going to score the first run of the game for Hot Shots. Great drive up the middle from Bailey. And it looks like Ross was going to be able to make the play at home, but did drop the ball eventually, giving Morgan Maxwell the chance to score. And would have been a regular single from Bailey, but turned into a double on the drop ball. That one's grounded to shortstop, over to first for the third and final out of the inning. First score ran across of the game for Hot Shots. That takes us to the top of the fifth after a quick short break here on YouTube. Welcome you back. Hot Shots finally getting the first score of the game. And it looks like we may have a defensive change. Peanut Schmitz now catching for Hot Shots.
Top of the fifth inning, number 25.
And they'll bring up Madden Lutz for Epic up to the plate. KK Patan still in the circle, pitching. One pitch on its way, called strike, cross. And let's get a hit at her last at bat, trying to make it two, throw over to first in time for the first out. Good throw made by the second baseman.
Now batting number 21, Finley Lockwood.
That's now number 23, Jade Palmer, now over at shortstop. That one chopped down third base. Goes foul for Finley Lockwood. Oh, 0-2 pitch on its way to Lockwood. She'll ground that one once again to Palmer. Is not able to control it. Lockwood will get to first base.
Now at the plate, number 11, Dusty Gregory.
Palmer just couldn't turn her body in the correct way to control the ball and to throw it over. Dusty Gregory steps up. First pitch across for a strike. Gregory was one of the strikeouts early in the game, and now we'll have another pitching change. That'll do it for KK Baton. And it'll be what was the third baseman, Morgan Maxwell, now who will take the pitching reign over.
Pitching change for the Hot Shots. Now pitching number 72, Morgan Maxwell.
Maxwell originally playing over at third base will now take over the circle. Morgan Maxwell out of Clemens, North Carolina. Goes to West Fourth High School. And again, Hot Shots with a 1-0 lead. First run coming just in the bottom of the fourth inning in the 14U Power Pool Championship game on a lovely Thursday afternoon, almost evening now here in Aurora, Colorado. Dusty Gregory still at the plate. Looked like she was going to go for the bunt, but pulled back. Finley Lockwood, the runner at first base. Gregory does go for the bunt. That time goes behind her for a foul. Try to ground that one out to the outfield. Now stay at the home plate. Count is 1-2 now. Maxwell, that one grounded to first base. He'll get the tag out from Danny Riel. Does advance Lockwood to second base.
Now batting number 9, Ayana Mitchell.
Ayana Mitchell now steps up to the plate with 2 outs on the board. Swings at the first pitch. Takes a foul tip. Ayana Mitchell also one of the players to strike out at her last at bat. Tries to go for the bunt, does go foul. So she'll come back to face a 0-2 count with 2 outs on the board. Pops that one up in foul territory. That one's going to stay in fair territory, and it's going to be Jade Palmer to make the play right next to third base to take us to the bottom of the 5th inning. Hot Shot still up 1-0 here on YouTube. welcome you back to the bottom half of the 5th inning here in Aurora, Colorado.
99, Danny Villarreal.
Danny Villarreal at the plate now. Called strike from Tiff Taylor, still pitching for Epic here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 0-2 pitch on its way. That one's grounded up the middle, and Villarreal gets a base hit for a hot shot.
Now batting number 42.
Right-handed batter able
Emma
to
Barrett.
push that one up the middle a little bit and take a little gap out to center field. Bring up Emma Barrett at the plate. She'll go for the bunt. Doesn't get there, so a strike called. She'll go for the bunt again. Throw over to first in time. Made by Ayana Mitchell for the first out. Looks like Mitchell was waiting for that bunt opportunity.
13, Mia Harrison.
I'll bring up Mia Harrison up to the plate with a runner at second. Grounds that one, but home plate umpire calling a dead ball. He calls it a strike. So Harrison will head out to the dugout. Looks like her left foot there did step out of the batter's box.
Now batting number
So a
2.
good call there from the home plate umpire to catch that. So the second out already on the board with Vandriel up to the plate. Jaylee Vandriel walked and hit by pitch so far today. Pops that one foul territory. No one can get there. Danny Villarreal still at second base. O2 count on its way. That one's outside. That one's upstairs. And Vandriel able to even the count at 2-2 with 2 outs and a runner at second. Called strike on the drop pitch. Throw over to first in time for the third and final out. One runner left on base for Hot Shots as we go to break after here on YouTube. Welcome you back to some 4th of July softball here at the Aurora Sports Park. The 14U Power Pool Championship game between Epic National and Hot Shot National. Kira Scott, top of the order for Epic to lead off the top half of the 6th inning. And Morgan Maxwell pitching now for Hot Shots. That one just a little bit up high from the strike zone. Count evens at 1-1. That one hitting the ground before it reaches home plate there from Maxwell. Up against Kira Scott. She's walked so far in pop outs, and she'll get a base hit on that one out to right field. So Scott, top of the order for Epic, getting a nice base hit out to right field.
Tiff Taylor.
Able to push that one away. I'll bring up the pitcher, Tiff Taylor, up to the plate. Called strike. She's going to ground that one up the middle. Second baseman able to make a double play. Nice double play turn there from Hot Shots. Peanut Schmitz able to make a nice tag at second base and then the throw over to first. Cuts now, able to get that one over, but a great grab by the first baseman, Danny Villarreal. That's going to be 3 outs already. Take us to the bottom half of the inning here on YouTube. Peanut Schmitz to lead off the bottom half of the 6th inning for Hot Shots. She takes the first pitch for a called strike. Tiff Taylor still in the circle for Epic. I want to cross for a ball. Count 1-1 now to Peanut Schmitz, who just had a nice double play in the top half of the inning. But so far in the batter's box, she's ground out and popped out today. And that one got the bottom half of the bat, so she'll stay at the batter's box with a 1-2 count. And she goes across swinging on that one. That's the second strikeout thrown from Tiff Taylor.
Now at the plate, number 22, Skylar Knight.
That's actually 2 strikeouts in a row Tiff Taylor thrown, as she got a strikeout to end the bottom half of the 5th inning, but Skylar Knight hit by a pitch, and she'll hit the first base. That's the second hit by pitch that Taylor has thrown. Home plate umpire and first base coach having a quick discussion with the lineup card, looks like.
Now batting number 0, Annie Shelton.
And looks like we'll have a pinch hitter now, Annie Shelton. She started today in the circle pitching for Hot Shots. And she'll foul that one behind. Annie Shelton taking the spot of Morgan Maxwell. Throw back over to first just in case for Skylar Knight. 1-1 count for Annie Shelton at the plate. Goes for the bunt. That one's going to stay fair, and runners advance. Great bunt there from Annie Shelton, keeping it fair and advancing Skylar Knight to second. And it was the third baseman and Kenzie Ross and Ayanna Mitchell struggling to see if it would go foul, but doesn't. So now they'll bring up Jade Palmer up to the plate with the runners on first and second with 1 out. Palmer looked to go for the bunt again, but that one is thrown away by the catcher to third base. And Skylar Knight's going to get across the home plate for another run for Hot Shots. That one's going to go down as an error from the catcher, Kenzie Ross, as she tried to make the throw over to third to get the steal, but a wild throw out to the outfield scores a run. Great hit out to left field. That one's going to drop for a base hit for Kira Bailey. Able to hook that one across. So runners now at the corner.
Now batting number 24, Kira Bailey.
Excuse me, that was Jade Palmer who made the play recently. Now Kira Bailey at the plate. Two called strikes against Bailey. Runners on the corner with 1 out. Facing a 0-2 count. Runner steals to second. Bailey does go around swinging. And that was a strikeout. Bailey thought it was her second strikeout, but umpire telling her it was her third strikeout. I think Bailey may have thought that was, I called it ball, but was in fact called a strike. That one's chopped to second base, throw over to first for the third out. 2 runners left on base for Hot Shots, but yet again they do get another run across to make it a 2-0 lead as we head into another break here on YouTube.
The Sparkler Fireworks Tournament. It's the largest youth softball event in the world. This ball is gonna go, a home run.
Epic Nationals need to score at least 2 runs to keep the game going. 3 outs would end the game, and Hot Shots would be victorious, with Aaliyah Mitchell up to the plate. And Morgan Maxwell still in the circle for Hot Shots. Called strike against Mitchell. Mitchell is 0-2 so far today. She's popped out in the first inning and ground out in the 4th inning. Mitchell out of Yukon, Oklahoma. Takes a swing at that one to go down 0-2 on the count. Pitch on its way, goes down swinging. Maxwell able to get that one outside and to get Mitchell swinging on that one. There's 1 out.
Now batting number 22, Kenzie Ross.
Great pitch from the left-handed pitcher against the left-handed batter. Called strike against Kenzie Ross. Ross, she's also 0-2 today. That one's delivered outside for a ball. Ross not swinging on that one. That one's upstairs. Check swing to first base. Umpire did not go. Very close call there, but a 2-1 count now to Ross. That one's low in the dirt. Three-one count to Kenzie Ross with Madden Lutz on deck. 3-1 pitch on its way. That one's grounded foul. Or actually, umpire will say it's fair and she'll hit the first base. Not quite sure why the umpire called it fair if it did go foul, but regardless, Epic do have some life left in the the top half of the 7th inning. Runner on first now with Madden Lutz up to the plate. Called strike on the first pitch there. Allen's chopped up to first base, and the first baseman collecting the ball, and she's not able to make a play to second base or first base, no one covering it. So now 2 runners on for Epic. Oh, chop ball. The second baseman went to go get that one,
Number 21.
but then decided to go back to second base, even though the shortstop is supposed to be covering second base. So now 2 runners on for Epic. Quick little mound visit here from Joey Palmer, the head coach for Hot Shots National. Try and keep their composure, as 2 outs would end the game, but 2 runs from Epic would keep the game going into the bottom half of the 7th inning. This is Finley Lockwood up to the plate. Grounds that one to first. They'll get the tag out first. Runners do advance. 2 outs on the board. Hot Shots 1 out away from winning.
Now batting number 11, Dusty Gregory.
Bring up Dusty Gregory, another left-handed batter against the left-handed pitcher. That one's high and away for ball 1. With runners on third and second. Kenzie Ross at third and Madden Lutz at second. Big hack there from Gregory. Count evens at 1-1. Quick time here from the home plate umpire.
Hot Shots are winning? This is the last out, essentially. Okay. And Hot Shots are winning, you know that for sure.
1-1 count. Pitch called strike across. Dusty Gregory not happy with that call. 1-2 count. Big pitch coming here from Morgan Maxwell. Pitch on its way. Call it strike! And that's the ball game, folks. Hot Shots win the game in the 14U Power Pool Championship game with the final score 2-0.
Epic National 0.
gets Dusty Gregory looking at that pitch. And a really good job from Brooke Howard to frame that one to the home plate umpire and to win the game for Hot Shots. Very low-scoring game, but nonetheless a very entertaining game, fast-paced game. You see a nice picture there of both teams gathering around the pitcher's circle.
Congratulations to Epic National for a hard-fought
And
game.
the win will go to
And congratulations
Morgan Maxwell
to Hot
with
Shots
Hot Shot winning 2-0
14U
and a good
TV
effort from
Powerball
Epic. And that'll
champions.
do it for us here at Aurora Sports Park. For the entire Triple Crown Sports crew, Gordon Bartalik signing off for now. Happy 4th of July, folks.